Like Tagalog doesn't have gendered pronouns in it. Like gender in that way did not exist. The healers, traditional healers in the Philippines, a lot, not always, but a lot of times they were either women or people who were like had like masculine and feminine traits and might be interpreted as non-binary now or trans now. But that language, those concepts,
Yeah.
like again, that's like a European colonial concept.
Yeah.
So like there are third genders in the Philippines that are
Mhm.
like widely recognized.
Mhm.
It's just like all a different orientation of thinking of all of these terms and identities. So I'm an acupuncturist and I'm also trained as a Hilot Binabaylan, so someone who practices traditional medicine from the Philippines. And like we are emphasized to embody all of these different traits of being feminine and masculine. And like a lot of our deities do not fit the gender binary either. So my queerness and my gender identity is very tied to understanding the effects of colonization on how we relate to the world and each other. And then on top of that, like I didn't grow up in the Philippines, and I think that's also very important to acknowledge. Like I grew up in the States, and so it's not like me, like I'm also not trying to like reclaim an experience that hasn't been mine. I come from this in an ancestral way, but I also like am very much a product of growing up in Southern California in like the desert and living most of my life on the West Coast and having that be part of my experience as well. And that like physical landscape being part of my experience. And I
Yeah.
think the reason people that we might identify as non-binary or trans were chosen to hold medicine or practice medicine in like traditional Philippine arts is because we are able to see different perspectives that are not accessible to like most people. And I
Mhm.
think to me that is like also evidence of like where autism can play a role or neurodivergence can play a role